Denver has elected not to challenge the ruling on the field because the whistle blew when the ball hit the ground, making it an incomplete pass.
And what happens, Jim? They would have gained 1 yard, but John Fox did not want to use a challenge on it there. The purple line, that's the football where he releases it, and it definitely lands behind it. So he would have won the challenge, but only a half yard once the rule was explained to him.
But how about that being a backwards pass?
Again, yes, but since they ruled it incomplete on the field, that's why they couldn't give possession to Denver. So John Fox says, okay, then I don't want to challenge it. Does that make sense?
Well,
I know.
I understand the interpretation, but if that's not reviewable when it's clearly a fumble.
It was ruled an incomplete pass, that's why.
That's one that might have to be also challenged and reviewed in the offseason when the Rules Committee gets together. So from the 23, they take over 2nd and 10. They maintain possession, I should say. And Roethlisberger fires it. Incomplete. What a hit. Going to David Johnson, and it was DJ Williams. There is a flag out.
Boy, David Johnson uncovered the whole play. A mistake made by the Broncos defense. But to go back to that challenge or non-challenge, Jim, yes, huge play in this game. Points on the board almost for sure if the Broncos were able to get it.
Would have been taking over the football at the 18-yard line.
Now they're saying, you know, I don't know, there could be, was Ben Roethlisberger out of the pocket?
There is no foul. There is no foul for unnecessary roughness. For a blow to the head and neck area, there is no foul.
Oh, so that penalty was about this hit. Yes, it's the shoulder. It is under the neck, not to the helmet. Delivered to the chest, so that is legal.
It was DJ Williams who delivered the hit.
I'll tell you what it shows you, just some of the things as the year goes along, the players are starting to adapt to the new, well, not to the new rules, but that rule of hitting a defenseless receiver.
It was a big point of emphasis this year. 3rd down and 10. Roethlisberger open, good pass, and a 1st down to Sanders. Snap was a little high again, but Ben fielded it, picks up 18.
Yeah, it's another blitz. Here they come from the top of the screen. The Steelers, they're all over it. Boy, it's a good thing that Sanders is open immediately because there was a defensive lineman coming straight at Ben Roethlisberger. So no second looks for the quarterback. Get it, throw it.
Ball at the 41, mid-3rd.
And you can't move as a quarterback rushing straight up the middle.
In the round. And an open lane for Antonio Brown. Slices through that defense for 17. Got a nice block, too, from Heath Miller.
So many things you can do. We talked about Eddie Royal, what he can do for the Broncos. Nowadays, you need this slot receiver, Antonio Brown, who can catch the screens, behind the line of scrimmage, make plays, and run the reverses. How about Heath Miller down the field? And Doug Legursky, the center. Look like a big old fullback pulling out there trying to make a block.
Antonio Brown, the first player in NFL history to have over 1,000 yards receiving and kick return yards over 1,000 in the same season. Voted MVP by his teammates. Roethlisberger steps aside of the pressure and hits Miller for about 3. If you thought the fantasy season was over, it's not. You can play NFL.com Playoff Challenge today. You can win a trip to Super Bowl 47 in New Orleans. Sign up for free. NFL.com/fantasy.
I'm really surprised the Steelers haven't put Ben Roethlisberger in his shotgun a little more and put the extra receivers in and spread the defense out and then run from that formation, because the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots really hurt them with those type of situations.
2nd and 8. about 2 yards short of the first. You were talking about all that toughness that you always see from Roethlisberger out there, well under 100%. We asked him last night, where do you get that toughness from? Without missing a beat, he said, my grandmother Roethlisberger. His grandmother Audrey, who's watching back in Lima, Ohio. He gave us 5 or 6 reasons why she was a tough lady. Sweetheart, he says.
Yeah.
But I got my toughness from her, and he was excited to be able to tell us that story. Bases 3rd and 2. Redmond picks up the first, and he takes off. Takes off inside the 20. Goodman trying to ride him down, but the ball's out. The ball's out at the line, and it's ruled a touchdown on the field. Now this one's going to be looked at. Now I'm going to guess that maybe Redmond was tackled inches short of the goal line. But you had a fumble as the ball hit the ground. Let's see here.
I think the biggest thing is he's down, and you're right, it looks like it's going to be just short. But there's no doubt about it, he has control of the football, knee is down. Now the question is, where do you spot it? Since it was ruled a touchdown, Jim, it will be reviewed
Rolling
upstairs.
on the field is a touchdown.
So a busy day under the hood for Ron Winter.
I was getting ready to say, if Roethlisberger was healthy, he probably would have ran a quarterback sneak there to pick up that first down. But Redmond, how about him today? Tough, physical inside. I think there's no doubt he's going to be short of the goal line.
Fumble is not an issue.
No, it's not.
Redmond so strong, carrying Andre Goodman with him.
I like what he said to us last night, in good spirits. Fumbled twice last week against the Cleveland Browns, and one of his first statements to us was what, Jim? I'm not going to run the ball tomorrow with 2 hands around it. I'm going to run to get it done. So you put 2 hands around it all the time, you're not going to be as effective as you would be if you keep one on it.
Grew up down in the southern part of New Jersey. Is a diehard Eagles fan. Randall Cunningham was his favorite player.
Inside, here it comes, and again, everybody goes left. It's a little cutback by Redmond. I like the play. Twice we've seen it, and both times it's worked.
Broke a tackle there of Joe Mays. But such a diehard Eagles fan, he said he hated Troy Aikman and hated Phil Simms.
Yeah, how about that? I was actually honored. I said that puts you in a long line with a lot of people.
Yeah.
If they don't like you when they're against your team,
It's just an Eagle fan.
Yeah, that's right. Still looking for that first Eagle fan that ever did like me. But he's done a tremendous job. I think that's one thing. We talked about Rashard Mendenhall. What a player he is, one of the 10 best running backs in the NFL. But I think the Steelers even realized and said to us that they're lucky to have a backup running back at this point like Isaac Redmond. And Mike Tomlin even said, hey, O-line gets excited about you.
After review, the runner was down by contact with the ball at the 1/2 yard line. It's a first down and goal. The clock will start on the ready for play.
Well, Jim, your first reaction was right in all categories. That football is just, like they said, 1/2 yard line, down by contact.
And this is the point where Redmond's hero, Randall Cunningham, could usually take care of that final yard. Quarterback sneak that the Atlanta Falcons like to figure out how to run one day.
Yeah, that's right. Jonathan Scott, 72 in at left tackle.
It's Wallace taking it around the right side for the touchdown.
Some drive by the Steelers. Maybe a little fortune. You look back to start it. Wallace in motion, Hands it to him, the old college speed sweep.
David Johnson has that side sealed, and then Wallace has his first ever rush touchdown.
Well, Jim, they're lucky the incomplete pass that was ruled.
Yep. They take it 87 yards to trim this to 7.